Hello everyone, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. I think it's time to open our invitation to Morrowind. Let's take a look. Shall we? Vivek City. Divine Conundrum. Verdenfell. Okay. Enough! We done? Okay. Honored friend, the most revered and holy Vivek, warrior poet of the Tribunal, has taken notice of your exploits and requests a meeting. Make your way to Morrowind and the great island of Verdenfell as soon as you can. Look for me outside the town of S391. I'll escort you to Vivek City and introduce you to our immortal God King. Captain Jenna's ship to S391 leaves from Daggerfall, Devon's Watch, Valkyrgard, and other cities around Tamriel. Well, we can probably go to Daggerfall. Or you can take a boat from Mournhold, or Wayrus, or Woodhearth to Vivek City. Well, let's see. Is Vivek actually on here? Or Verdenfell? We can just teleport there. I think we should just teleport. Yes. Let's begin our adventures in Daggerfall. Daggerfall? Morrowind. Huh. So many quests right here. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing here. Stormhaven, Verdenfell. There we go. Silly me. Divine Conundrum. But we got to see this.
What is it?
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed Lord Vivek, and left a colleague alone at the tomb.
And what happened at the ancestral tomb?
Lord Vivek sent the three of us to seek guidance at the Andrano ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety, but we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivek bestowed upon us.
3 of you? You did mention another priest.
Canon Levoul. He remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivek's questions. But there's no way he can get past the Daedra, or ask the questions on his own. May the three grant him wisdom.
I can go to the tomb and help Canon Levul.
Talizer, what's wrong? Someone help!
By the three! First a wounded armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Those words, what do they mean?
What happened?
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle!
Okay, that was a little unexpected.
Lord Vivek, protect me. That was Azura, the queen of the night sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander. I'm surprised the Daedric Prince would risk Lord Vivek's wrath to proclaim a prophecy. But she did say you were here to aid us.
Okay, but I have one question. What the hell just happened here?
The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw at the tomb.
Well, tell me more about your mission at the tomb.
We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivek. I received specific questions to ask while Levul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Urnsey, and we were forced to flee.
The Daedra, you say?
Vile creatures from oblivion. You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra. Please, if they're still there, they'll rip Canon Levul apart. He's definitely not a warrior. Just look at what they did to the buoyant armiger.
They did to the... What's buoyant armiger?
The buoyant armigers comprise one of the military orders of the Tribunal Temple. They seek to emulate Lord Vivek's deeds through actions and words. Poor Urnsey. Those monsters went straight for her. Her blood flowed like lava from Red Mountain.
I'm sorry, the what mountain?
Where are you from? Children learn of Red Mountain before they even taste Flynn. The mountain sits at the center of Vardenfell, periodically rumbling like a sleeping Nyx shaking its leg. Lately, however, it seems to be waking from its long slumber.
I see. Are you able to share more about Azura?
Azura is the cruel but wise Daedric Prince of Dawn and Dusk. She's one of the good Daedra, for what that's worth. But for her to speak through an innocent means something terrible is about to happen. Why else would she dare Lord Vivek's wrath?
Lord Vivek and Azura do not get along.
What do they teach you where you come from? Lord Vivek's a living god! Azura is merely the anticipation of Sophasil. Vivek stands as the present and the future, while Azura clearly represents Vardenfell's past. So no, they don't get along.
I see. And where I am from, no, they do not teach us of these things, and who Lord Vivek is.
You don't know Lord Vivek, one of the living gods of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But there's no time. Canon Levul remain behind. He needs help if he's going to get inside the tomb and ask Vivek's questions.
And he is a living god.
Yes, one of the god monarchs of Morrowind. He's the warrior poet who lives in a grand palace in Vivek City. Lord Vivek sent us on this holy mission to request information from Canon Levul's ancestor. It breaks my heart that I have failed him.
I see. Well now, I think our task is clear. We shall return to the village after we take care of this. Now I can't help but try and overlay the map's paths and things in with the Morrowind game. I can't help it.
I can't let Lord Vivek down. Those monsters, it's too dangerous. What am I going to do? Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? That means she made it to Seydanin. Vivek be praised. Will you help me complete my mission? It would be sacrilege if I don't enter my family's tomb and make Lord Vivek's inquiries.
I'll help you enter the tomb and ask your questions.
As the saints declare, the tribunal always provides. We'll need to be cautious, however. Daedra invaded the tomb. Makes it hard to talk to one's ancestors while monsters try to eat you. I'll also need your help when we reach the summoning chamber.
What kind of help? And wow, you seem nervous.
Take this scroll with Lord Vivek's inquiries, while I summon forth my ancestor spirit and concentrate on maintaining the connection. You must ask the questions. He insists we use the exact phrasing. We can go inside when you're ready.
I'd like to ask you a few questions before we enter the tomb.
I've already lost precious time due to the buoyant armiger's wounds, but I suppose a few more moments won't make the volcano erupt or the moonlit fall from the sky or anything. What else can I tell you, my friend?
Moonlit fall from the sky? What is this? Anyways, why does Lord Vivek want you to contact your ancestor?
I'm not quite sure, and it wasn't my place to ask. When your living god gives you a task, you say, "Yes, my lord." The questions seem to involve the time before the tribunal, which I assume is why we must ask them of my long-dead ancestor.
Are you able to tell me about your ancestor?
A few of my contemporaries can boast of a luminary such as Farina Andrino occupying a prime branch upon their family tree. Lady Farina studied at the feet of Sotha Sil and was counted among his companions before the tribunal rose to power.
Who's Sotha Sil?
Who's Sotha Sil? It's like asking who are Vivek and Almalexia. They are the tribunal, the living gods of the Dunmer. Sotha Sil is the architect of time and the binder of oblivion. If you want to know more, we can talk after we've finished.
Okay. Tell me about the creatures in the tomb that you encountered.
Well, I can tell you why they weren't here the last time I paid my respects. Canon Valasar thinks they're some kind of Daedra, determined to keep us from fulfilling Lord Vivek's will. Until you showed up, I wasn't sure what I was going to do.
Alright. Let's enter the tomb.
Before we go in there and face those monsters, I want you to know how much I appreciate your aid in this matter. Just don't lose the scroll that contains Lord Vivek's questions. Now come, let's call forth my ancestor. I'll open the tomb door.
Okay, lead the way.
Follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra. Careful. The creatures attacked as soon as we entered the Hall of Remembrance.
Okay. What can I expect? I need to fight Wretch and Witchling. I'm gonna guess you cast spells. Actually, they would probably both have the capabilities of it. Well, the first thing we do is kill a couple creatures in an ancestral tomb and desecrate it by stealing. Sounds like par for the course, really. Okay, map me, please. I'm more curious than anything. You seem to have heavier armor, but not really that effective. So far they seem really squishy. Oh, they kept it absolutely the same there. That's lovely. Copper. Oh, and that's just pretty.
This used to be such a peaceful place. I came here as a young acolyte to meditate.
Hold that thought. Did you just dodge? Wow! Map me. Curiosity. I don't know what to make of that. I really don't know what to make of that. That was different. That was really different. Nice move. Let's check that out. Okay. Hold it. What? I'll stick around. They must be AFK. Well, let's check out this chamber. Interesting. I have no idea what the hell that flash. Wow. That was some wild spells. Well, that's your right to refuse that, you know. Where's our person that we're escorting? I have no idea where they went. Okay, let's just continue on. Maybe they'll show up? This will be a roguelike. Yes? Never got to do enough moves.
The summoning chamber. I'll call forth my ancestor, then you can ask Vivek's questions.
Hasn't my rest been disturbed enough by those filthy Daedra? Why do you summon me, descendant?
My Lord Vivek has inquiries that only you can answer, my lady. My companion will present them with your permission.
The warrior poet? Very well. Ask Vivek's questions. Ask the warrior poet's questions, Outlander.
Lord Vivek asks, the heart of the world, key to ascension, should I be filled with apprehension?
Ah, Lord Vivek always had a way with words. Tell him to rest assured. The heart remains safe. I wonder why that concerns him. Ask the remaining questions as my time here is short.
Okay then. Lord Vivek asks, has the enemy of old returned, so devious and bold?
An enemy of old, yes, but not the one that Vivek presumes.
Lord Vivek asks, did Sothasil in his unending crusade know our divinity would shrivel and fade?
Sothasil imagined multiple scenarios and contemplated endless solutions. He even experimented with his divinity, drawing energy to study before returning it. Loss will come, he foresaw, but not until the collapse of the temple. Now, back to sea.
I hope that's what Lord Vivek needed. Let's talk outside.
Let me pillage. Desecrate. Nothing worthwhile by the looks of it. Alas. Verdenfell. Doing a fast cut. There we go. Everything else loaded in? Yep, okay. Good.
Thank you for helping me complete my task. Now, I need to return to Vivek City. Have you been there? It's amazing. Ziggurats rising out of the water, the moonlit hanging in the sky above. Well, you should meet me there so I can introduce you to Lord Vivek.
Okay, did you understand what your ancestor told us?
Just between us, I understood neither the questions asked nor the answers received. Not that I expected you. Some things aren't meant for mortal minds. That's another reason for you to come to Vivek City. to help me explain what my ancestors said.
I can help recount what happened here.
Excellent. I just need to make a quick stop in Saint-Denis to check on my original traveling companions. When you get to Vivec City, head right to the palace and I'll meet you there. I know that Lord Vivec will want to reward you for assisting me.
Then I shall meet you in Vivec City.
I'll be along shortly. When you get to Vivec City, head directly for Lord Vivec's palace. Once there, I'll make introductions and we can tell the warrior poet everything we've learned.
You said I could ask you more about the tribunal after we finished your mission.
Of course. As I said, the tribunal consists of our 3 living gods, Vivec, Almalexia, and Sothersil. They lead us in spiritual matters and rule over Dunmer society as god monarchs of the Dark Elves. I serve Vivec, but honor the entire tribunal.
Do all Dark Elves follow the tribunal?
Unfortunately, no. The Dunmer houses bow to the tribunal, but the savage Ashlanders refuse to acknowledge their divinity. The heretics never allow themselves to be assimilated into the great houses. Instead, they hold to primitive superstitions.
Terribly sorry about the siren. There's been quite a few going off since that thunderstorm. Okay, well, we should head back, because there were a number of other quests that we could do here, so, yes. I'm curious.
Heard about an egg mine with singing Kwama in it. They're so good the miners can't even work. They just keep clapping. Imagine that. Do you need something?
Not this time. I was curious. I like how they keep the wooden posts. It's almost the same. That is really cool.
What do you want?
Some quests, maybe just one quest, but... Oh. What do my eyes see? That's more or less the same. You know, it'd be funny if that was a spot to search to get a ring. Now that would be an Easter egg. Actually, I want to check something. Consumables. We did get a few... Oh, already known. Then I'll just get rid of it. Was there anything else that we picked up? Oh, okay. I think that's it. Census office. Oh. If you care to read the book, please pause the video and enjoy. There we go. Yeah, that was kind of fun.
Outlander, a word.
Yes.
By order of the Deputy Governor of S391, which happens to be me, the lighthouse is closed until further notice. On the other hand, I seek an outlander who's willing to do a little work.
What kind of work are you talking about?
I need someone without ties to the area to look into a matter for me. It seems the lighthouse was broken into. The flame was extinguished. As a result, a ship crashed along the shore. There were fewer bodies than expected, both living and dead.
Are you wanting me to figure out who put out the flame?
I suspect slavers were involved, which means they had help here in town. I find that unacceptable. Discover who doused the lamp fire. They'll lead us to the slavers. Question Downs, who was on duty that night. He's in the lighthouse.
Then I shall talk to the lighthouse guard.
I need to check in with the overseer. His workers are searching the wreckage, and I want to know what they've uncovered.
Were there any survivors from the crash?
By the time we were alerted and had organized a response, precious moments had been lost. We rescued a few, but mostly we found those who had drowned or were crushed on the rocks. Even so, it was nowhere near the numbers a ship like that carries.
Is there anything I should know about the ship that crashed?
It was just a typical sailing ship from the mainland. I suppose it carried the usual complement of cargo and travelers eager to reach our verdant shores. I don't believe that such a vessel would make the trip without filling its holds. Damn slavers.
Why is it that you suspect slavers?
Ever since our agreement with the Pact went into effect, slavery has been outlawed throughout most of Morrowind. But all we did was drive the slavers into the shadows. This whole stinking event has their bloody fingerprints all over it.
Slavery is illegal here?
Here, and in all of the territories controlled by the great houses that support the Ebonheart Pact. If you stray into Telvanni or Dres territory, though, the practice remains strong and vibrant. Hence my current troubles.
There's a market. Are you able to tell me about S391?
We are just a small outpost along the Bitter Coast, but I like to think of us as the gateway to Vardenfell. From here, Vivec City and the other inland locations are easily accessible. Governor O'Melian is in charge, although I contribute as necessary.
I see. Journal. Let's speak with the sergeant. Oh, hi, Sushi. Oh, hey. I'm almost done recording, and then I can get your dinner? Is that something you'd like? Are you gonna lie down? You had some water. Oh, very affectionate kitty. She's hitting all kinds of buttons. Oh. Yes. Now, fuzzy ears, don't get jealous. Finding it hard to control for some reason.
Halt! No one's allowed up here.
Deputy Governor Salvi asked me to look into the shipwreck.
She asked you to... an outlander? Isn't it enough she stuck me up here to guard the flame indefinitely, but now she's looking for help outside the house guard? What else else can I expect after what happened the other night?
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Findon sent a barrel of his finest ale for Watch Captain Bethes's birthday. Powerful stuff. One cup and we could barely keep our eyes open. The entire regiment was knocked on its collective arse. When I came to my senses, I saw that the fire had gone out.
So you don't know who put out the flame?
Look, once I heard the crash along the shore, it was all I could do to get moving and raise the alarm. Cherish's water loves to loiter near the lighthouse. Maybe she noticed something. If you're intent on doing your job, you should talk to her.
Okay. Oh no, I missed. Oh darn. Here. That's fine. Whee!
Do you mind? Your dirty foot coverings are contaminating my pond.
I apologize. But were you here the night of the shipwreck? Did you see anyone near the lighthouse that night?
So direct you are. It makes my tongue wither and the answers dry up in my mouth. Go and bother someone else with your parching questions.
Let's try the bribery approach. Are you looking for gold to answer my questions?
Now you insult me? I'll have you know I can take care of myself. Since you mentioned it, I have noticed that my favorite pond has become somewhat stagnant. I bet if we had some Findon special blend, my throat would moisten right back up.
Findon's special blend?
Findon collects it from a secret location where the sea meets the swamp in perfect harmony. Contains just enough salt to nourish my scales without drying them. You can buy it from him or fill a bucket yourself. Then we can talk.
Then I shall get you a bucket. A Findon special blend. Let's take a look at the map here. So, it is where the ocean meets the swamp. The ocean meets the swamp. It's okay, Sushi. That noise. You've heard it before.
That feels much better. Now that's the proper way to ask a question. As a matter of fact, I did notice someone near the lighthouse that night.
Who did you see near the lighthouse that night?
You keep asking the wrong question. I did not see anyone that night. I felt them. They made ripples in the water. I felt them stuck by the tree that overlooks my pond. Then they moved off towards the lighthouse. Look to the tree, moist one.
You never bothered to check out the tree yourself?
I prefer my waters to remain still, calm. Prying causes ripples, and ripples lead to more dry questions.
I see. Hi there, kitty. Oh. That's a tree home. My golden children, your shrouding of the light provided a great boon to our holy plans. We led the pirate ship into the rocks and freed those unjustly imprisoned. The drug guard slept through it all just as we ordained. Do not be concerned over the loss of life. The innocent survived and the wrecked perished. Look upon your just reward included with this message and be at peace. You shall know us by this phrase. The ending of the word is omissive. Whatever. Start with the watch, Captain.
Not now, citizen. I'm up to my armpits in problems today.
The ending of the words is omissive.
Really, Outlander, it's commendable that you're trying to learn our ways, but the words of the Tribunal just sound silly when you say them like that. I suggest you stick to sightseeing and leave the religion to us.
Yes, of course. Sergeant.
Despite all the excitement around the recent shipwreck, I'm in here, guarding the governor's office. I suppose someone might want to steal a quill or a stack of parchment, but still.
The ending of the words is...
being wasted.
Oh, sorry. The ending of the words is almost.
Word of advice. Don't mention anything about the tribunal to the governor. He's not happy with some recent rules and regulations that have come down from on high.
Tough.
An outlander. I can never seem to get enough of your kind here. You're welcome in Vardenfell, of course. Just obey the laws and refrain from causing trouble, and you'll get along just fine.
And the ending of the words is, is a hiccup.
What? What did you say? I suggest you leave now before I set the guards upon you.
You may actually know something. That's interesting.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Is it true Tomville sacrificed himself?
Did you just walk through? Yes, you did, Cho-chan.
Today's selections got a little charred and I forgot to add spices. Plus I grabbed my scale lotion instead of the butter. So you probably don't want to eat here today.
The ending of the words is almost.
That's something to do with the tribunal, isn't it? I'm sorry, but I really try not to pay too much attention to the Dark Elves and their strange religion.
Okay, what do you have as a store? Okay. If you care to read a drinking song, please pause the video, grab a favorite drink, and sing away. Well, hope you enjoyed the singing, that song there. Okay, so nothing in here. Sea salt grocery.
Do you like firm, juicy tomatoes? I've been told that mine are the best in the city. Go ahead and see for yourself.
The ending of the words is
That's a good one. That tribunal nonsense is almost as funny as some of the things I heard in Rothgar. Say, if you want to get together later, I know a couple of body stories that I'd love to share.
Could be fun. Could be fun. Actually, I want to check something in the grocery. Do you have recipes?
North and...
Just out of curiosity, no you don't. But you have tomatoes. Which is probably a good thing, considering what you said. Been done's good.
Is that for Cherish's water? Poor dear. Her scales are very sensitive, you know. Red Mountain's bubbling and boiling like an overstuffed pot of fermented meat juice. I sure hope it settles down before something terrible happens.
The ending of the words is omissive.
Oh, that's from the Dark Elf scriptures, isn't it? Enigmatic and beautiful. I've been trying to catch up on my reading, but I've been so busy.
I see. Let's do some repairs.
Welcome to our shop. Feel free to look around.
The ending is nigh.
Keep it down. We don't want to attract undue attention. But what happened? I thought I was supposed to go to the drop. You didn't come all this way just to give me my reward, did you?
I have your reward.
Already? Let me see. Oh, it's beautiful. I love working for the tribunal. It's so much better than trying to earn a living as a thief in Vivec City. But where's your helmet? I've never seen an ordinator out of uniform before.
You're saying an ordinator had you sabotage the lighthouse.
Oh, right. We're not supposed to talk about ordinators in the tribunal in such a public place. But it feels good to be doing holy work for a change. And such a simple task, snuffing out the lighthouse flame. I mean, see is the ending of words.
How'd you get past the guards?
Oh, that was easy. I put a sleeping draught in the ale they ordered for Watch Captain Bethes's birthday. The guards were unconscious within the hour. I hope I can be of service again. For the tribunal.
Omissive is the ending of words.
What do you want?
Above. Above what? No, really. Map me? Why are you on the ship?
Unfortunately, the wreck of the vessel provided no additional clues. Were you able to discover anything during your investigation?
Maris Rothra says the tribunal hired her to extinguish the lighthouse lamp.
The young woman who works with the grocer. I doubt the tribunal would ask her to do something so reckless. Do you have any proof other than her word?
Well, I found this note in a hollow tree, along with a ruby that was her payment.
This is disturbing. This parchment feels just like the sheets that Governor O'Melian special orders from High Rock. I'm going to need you to acquire another sample from the governor's office. It's the only way to be certain.
Are you asking me to steal paper from the governor's office?
Not the office. He keeps it in his private quarters, accessed through the guardhouse. But I'd never suggest that you sneak into his quarters and steal a blank sheet of his special parchment. That would be against the law. Do you understand me?
I understand. I'll get another sheet of parchment from the other place that he keeps it. Yes. I'm not going to do that. I am going to trespass. Why not? I cannot open. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! No. Okay, let's run through here. Oh. Okay, got it. Try not to kill him. That's kind of funny. Okay, I did not get a chance to,
Another fetcher? How many of you are there? Let's get it over with. Ignorance is no excuse, but I'll let you go. This time.
Well, that was weird. That should have worked. Unless if it was much higher than what I saw. Okay, bounty cleared. We're now upstanding. It took 2. Meh. I didn't get a chance to read quest. Huh. News stories? Stories! Okay, no. That's journal. That's champion. Which none of my points are spent. So I'm not entirely sure where the heck it is. I can never find the library. Like, I find it once and then that's it. Okay, here we go.
Back again? So tell me, you didn't do anything unlawful now, did you?
Here's a parchment. Also, there was a report that Firemoth Island was free of slaver activity.
That's odd. We haven't done a search of Firemoth Island since Governor O'Melian declared that the House Guard was better used patrolling farther up the coast. And these parchment sheets definitely match. This is very disturbing.
Do you believe that the governor is working with the slavers?
What I think doesn't matter. We need evidence. But we also need to launch a rescue. Slavery is illegal in Pact territory. It's time to visit Firemoth Island. Hopefully, somewhere along the way, we'll find more proof of Governor O'Melian's ties to all of this.
Let's go to Firemoth Island.
Attack before the soldiers have been assembled? That's not a prudent course of action. We need to muster our forces, make plans and contingencies, unlock the armory. What was that?
A light flared and illuminated the lighthouse?
That's a distress signal, and it came from Firemoth Island. No time to prepare. We have to rescue the slavers' prisoners.
Call out your soldiers. I'll take this ship and head to the island.
Soldiers, to the ships! We sail for Firemoth Island!
Whee!
What is it?
after that exciting sailing trip, I'm going to leave you hanging. This is the end of the video, and we'll continue it in the next one. Yeah, that's mean. Well, I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe down below for more videos like this and other videos. You can also subscribe to my Twitter as well as my Twitch channel. Links down below in the description. But until next we meet, please do be safe, everyone. And yay, Morrowind!